Hello everyone, my name is Scott Gicker, and in this video I'm going to be showing you other people's explanations and to what a strong family looks like. Each explanation is going to be based off of Dr. Nick's 6 steps into into building a strong family. And I hope that this video helps you and your families to have a strong and cohesive and positive environment for you and everyone in your household. To start off, let's talk about commitment. Commitment is pretty much of what families have and what them always having a role within their household, and and usually that the word that's sometimes included is teamwork. Teams usually, in sports, for example, you'll have some of the players, they'll say that the team is starting to develop an identity. Well, families as well also kind of have that. Like when people look at a family, there's usually something what they think that's a part of that's part of pretty much their image of how they see them as people. And for more information about commitment and, in other words, another take on it, this is what Kent and Melanie Gicker had to say about it.
Hold on, I'm going to mute this.
We've been asked to comment on why commitment is important in the family. Commitment is the foundation of any relationship. And with commitment, you have trust, security, and faith in each other. Commitment causes a family to stay strong as a unit and faithful to each other. That's why commitment is important in any relationship.
Woohoo! She nailed it.
The second thing here on the docket is appreciation. Appreciation is pretty much an attitude of gratitude of what you would express to your family and of course your relatives. And having that is part of showing that your love for other people. And to further explain this, Sean and Jeff Burgess, who are my aunt and uncle, they are going to give further insight here.
One of the ways to keep a family strong is for the family members to show appreciation to each other, to compliment each other, to say please, thank you, to keep the home a very pleasant and welcoming atmosphere.
It's treat each other the way you would like to be treated.
The golden rule, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you, is paramount in the strong family. Such as if my wife is getting dressed and we're going out, I would certainly compliment her on her appearance because she would really appreciate me doing that, and as well as I appreciate the fact that she goes to the effort to make herself attractive for me. So complimenting each other and being appreciative to each other is really a necessary key to a strong family.
And he's just the smartest thing.
The next topic here of what we're going to talk about is positive communication. Positive communication is pretty much these two things. Let's say, for instance, that someone in their family, they come home and it's something that they've accomplished, and and you congratulate them for that. That's an example of positive communication. Being positive with people whenever they do something right. If they do something wrong, there's another part called constructive criticism. That's pretty much that you criticize, not condemn the person in your family, to try to correct them in their ways. And for further information and also another explanation on this topic is my grandmother, Carmen Petit.
Strong commitment to family is by giving positive communication, but sometimes it's really necessary to give negative thoughts to a person in the family. And by doing this, I think it should be done with the sandwich method, which means you give a positive and then tell the negative and follow it up with a positive.
A key component to having a strong family is spending time together. Time is the main factor and the driver into how relationships go. Usually the more time they spend together, usually the closer and closer they get. And then as that happens, people begin to be more open with each other. And time is kind of like time kind of causes something for example, like magnets. Whenever you put magnets together, eventually when they get close enough, they mush in together, and to where then you can get really deep and close with people, and that's something there that indicates a strong relationship where you build trust, you build you build more credibility towards another person, and then ultimately, of course, you get to know more about each other, and it's something that that every family, that if it's going to be strong, there has to be time and closeness to together to show a strong relationship. And for further explanation on this, this is this is my dad, Todd Gicker, explaining more on the concept of time together.
Okay, quality time is essential to a strong family because it provides opportunities for each member to get to know each other better. It could be something as simple as going out to eat, or it can be spending time at home, or even just driving down the road. But by sharing experiences and your beliefs with the other members of the family, it creates stronger bonds. And obviously, the more you know each other, the more that the walls come down between you and the other members of the family, and it creates that intimate understanding between members. It creates a much stronger family, and there's no walls there, and that's basically it.
So what do y'all want to do this weekend?
You want to go to Sabor?
Let's go to Sabor.
Yes.
All right.
The second to last part of the 6 steps is spiritual well-being. Families that have a strong spiritual well-being, they live a spiritual lifestyle, which gives them the strength to be able to endure, and for them to also have a purpose of living and being here in the world. And for further information on this, my grandmother Carmen Petit is going to give further information.
Important that I believe is a real belief in God. This will keep a family strong, and in being strong, it will keep you together in believing in the same faith.
The final factor what we're going to talk about here is the ability to handle stress and crisis. Strong families offer support to each other, and they have the mindset that when they get through the stress or going through it or crisis, that there'll be something positive that will come out of that. And it's also an opportunity for people to get closer together. And to further explain this, Jerry Michelle Pearson and Elizabeth Jones will give their thoughts on coping with stress and crisis.
I think one of the qualities of a strong family is understanding, like having children that don't listen. Understanding brings patience, and patience is very important in a strong family so that you're not always arguing or whacking children or fighting with each other. So, understanding.
Okay. So one of the things that indicates a strong family is support. Today we're supporting our son, Evan, with his track meet. Wave. So that's one thing that I think makes a strong family, is just showing support for one another and being there for each other in time of need.
Hi, strong families are built on communication and being able to practice assertive communication without hurting anybody's feelings. Being able to reach a compromise and find middle ground is very important in having a successful family.
Thank you everyone for taking the time to listen to this video, and I hope that this video has helped y'all in helping y'all have a better idea of what a family looks like. And I also like to thank all my family and friends for helping out with this video as well. And I greatly appreciate it, and have a good day, y'all.